This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 8th of September. Alabama's weather looking and feeling like summertime now after that great weekend we had, and not a lot of change expected through the weekend with the chance of showers staying relatively small. Now let's take a look and see what we have this morning. First off, the SkyCam shots. There's a look at the Clanton City Hall down in Chilton County. The sky clear. Daphne, way down there in the eastern shore of Mobile Bay. And in the Birmingham Metro, that's the Inverness SkyCam, overlooking Highway 280 at the ridiculous hour of 5 a.m. That image actually captured at 5:01 on the nose. Well, there's the deal. This morning we've got what's left of Hermine over Texas, producing big-time rain out there. A strong wave through the eastern part of Canada. And down below that, there's a trailing surface boundary, and the moisture from Hermine will be entrained on that boundary, but more than likely the deeper moisture with that stays north of here. And way back in the northwest, a strong trough on the California, Oregon, and Washington coasts. Here's the rain for the next 5 days, and of course you can clearly see the moisture with Hermine, the former tropical storm, coming up through Texas, Oklahoma, then curving to the right through parts of Missouri and over into Kentucky. Even northern Tennessee could pick up some good rain from this, maybe an inch and a half at Bristol. But the ridge down here will likely keep us where showers will be pretty isolated. Tropical weather, bunch of little notes out there, areas to watch. Hermine, of course, is inland. Man, Gaston is just having a hard time. The former tropical storm, convection is lacking. And it seems like dry air surrounding that is really hurting it. And the one, I guess, to watch is that wave over there in the eastern Atlantic. We've still got a few models that want to take Gaston and move it over toward the western Caribbean, mainly the BAM set. But it's moving it in the general direction of the Yucatan with ridging, keeping it out of the Gulf. And many of the models do not develop it, the better ones. A few do, though. In fact, there's one that ramps it up to a Category 4. But again, it's almost to the point now where the thing's going to have to prove it to us. We've seen this now for a week, and nothing's happened out there. But so we'll keep an eye on that. And there's a look at modeling on Invest 91 that's out there in the Atlantic near the Cape Verde Islands. Moving steadily to the west-northwest, and most all of the models really ramped this thing up to a big hurricane here in 5 days. But this one seems to be a candidate for recurvature, as you'll see. And that's pretty much been the story so far this season. This is the OZGFS, valid at 1 o'clock today at 500 millibars. Trough out west, trough over the northeast, Hermine over Texas, and ridging here. And down below that, that moisture from Hermine is mainly over Oklahoma and Texas again today. In fact, let's look at the analysis of that thing this morning before we get deeper in the model output here. That's it shows the core surface low a little to the southwest of Abilene. Look at all the heavy rain out there in Dallas-Fort Worth, Waco, the Interstate 35 corridor. Some spots out there probably have picked up 5 to 8 inches of rain easily with this, so flash flooding issues continue. But again, back in the modeling here today, like yesterday, hot, low to mid-90s, and there could be a shower in spots. The better chance, obviously, up over the Tennessee Valley. The farther south you go, the more widely spaced they will be. Tomorrow, same deal. The moisture from Hermine is coming up into places like Tulsa, Springfield, Missouri. Around here, not much change. And Friday, again, the model looks pretty dry. Any shower should be very isolated. Highs low to mid-90s. The sky partly sunny. Saturday starting off the weekend. Wave action stays up north. Pretty good wave over the upper Midwest. We got flat ridging down here. Down below that, a surface front trailing that low in Canada tries to nose in here. And again, just maybe that might bring a little uptick in the number of scattered showers and storms Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. Remains to be seen. We'll adjust that if we need to. And then Sunday, the model brings that front down to near Montgomery, and drier air creeps in here from the north. So, again, we've seen that in recent runs, so I think we'll start trending in that direction. Maybe a little better chance of scattered showers and storms Saturday, then drier air, and the weather slightly less humid on Sunday, not really cooler. And there's Monday of next week, and it still looks pretty dry. Now, lows should be more comfortable. Lows getting well down in the 60s, maybe upper 50s for the cooler valleys, but not as cool as this past Labor Day. And that looks like the sky would be sunny. Tuesday looks pretty quiet. And a week from today, broad troughing over the northeast. And again, weather looks pretty benign, but the really cool air stays north of here. A couple of days later, on the 17th, see the tropical system in the Atlantic. That should be Invest 91, the one that's out there near the Cape Verde Islands now. And the GFS, is showing a recurve well east of the United States. That's not locked in stone, but the idea has been there pretty consistently. And then at the end of the forecast on the 23rd, well, phooey. You know me, I'm a big fall fan. Love that first good cold front of the season. And I guess technically we've had that with the Labor Day weekend, but I'm talking about the one out there in deep September where we get down in everybody gets down in the 40s. Obviously, that's not going to happen with that. Ridging all across much of the nation. The trough's out over the West Coast, and again, it looks kind of like soupy, muggy, more summerish weather instead of fall out there. And again, no sign of any tropical activity in the Gulf so far. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.